Jim, Rowan, how you going? It is time for another universe mode. You've seen these, haven't you? But I'm not going to be the same old dork that pretends he's a commentator. I'm just going to talk you through it. This is Smackdown, this is week 1, WrestleMania just happened, and boom, there you go, there's the fireworks, starting off the show. It's a big deal, you know. And we're in Oklahoma City. Looks sold out to me, as far as I'm concerned. WrestleMania took place in Houston, Texas, so we're on the road since then. And the first match is from a man that felt he deserved to have more happen at WrestleMania. Paragon made his name in Japan, wanted a match here tonight, and got the surprise of his life when Goldberg came back. Look at this big motherfucker. Standing in the fireworks. Oh jeez, bad idea. Kurt Angle jumpsuit on there, just because Kurt Angle's not in the game. And I kind of thought, the idea here is kind of Randy Couture, for the MMA fans watching or listening. I think he retired in 2006 or 7 and then came back, kind of stating, you know, the heavyweight guys don't want it. He thinks he can do better. So this is an older Goldberg. It is an alternate universe where, you know, I'm not necessarily saying he's 52 or whatever he is in real life, but he's an older fella. You can see the grey in his beard, but he maybe retired for a couple years, has decided to come back, and his first match back is this cocky young fella, Paragon, who goes at it, in fairness to him. And look at that, good duck. They go back and forth here a bit. So, I mean, he's not a bad fighter, Paragon, but he's about to be overwhelmed by the power here of Goldberg, who's going to toss him about. And, ooh, that was painful. Oh, and look at the strength down on the knee. That can't feel good. But Paragon here, I mean, pretty much a jobber for me, really. I'm not looking to push him very far or do much with him. Goldberg, on the other hand, as he sets up a spear here, I'm certainly got big plans for him, having come back to the WWE. He's going to go for the jackhammer here, but Paragon's still got a bit of fight in him. They go back and forth a bit more here, and it's admirable, I suppose, of Paragon to kind of still be in it, but the wind's gone now. Powerbomb with Goldberg asking him to bring any more he's got. He has, he goes for it, he tries, but down he goes. And a couple high kicks there from Goldberg. Paragon stunned. The jackhammer goes up and comes crashing all the way down. Goldberg is back with a definitive victory there over Paragon. That might not seem like the biggest victory in the world, and it's not, but it's a stepping stone, it's a building block. And after this match, Goldberg here, as he shows as intense as ever, calls out Shawn Michaels, the current United States champion, says, as I said before, like Randy Couture, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it as much as Goldberg does. And, yeah, that crazy old fuck's going to get in the ring with Shawn Michaels as far as he wants to. Now, the next match, the second match on the card here, Humberto Carrillo coming to the ring. He's going to tag with Angel Garza, who is probably less liked by the fans. Cedric Alexander is, I mean, I don't think anyone particularly cares about him. But Kushida here, he's a bit of a star in the Cruiserweight division. He competed for the World Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania. He was unsuccessful there against the reigning champion Eddie Guerrero. But here he is here, starting the new season, the new WWE season, looking to build his way back up toward that championship that he wants to hold so dearly. Now, it was a cool start to this match, a lot quicker than the last two wrestlers that you saw. It's a clip show here, of course, that I've put together because tag team matches in this game can be a bit of a handful. I'll admit the first match was on easy just because I did a few on Legend and it just isn't good for a squash match. I mean, I think I actually left it on easy, to be honest, and this match was on easy, but it turned out to be a pretty good one, and it was back and forth, and that just might be, unless they patch the game, that just might be necessary for these tag team matches. I'm not even going to try to have a trios match, yeah, unless something changes, but the tag matches are fine. Honestly, I had a good match here on easy. You see here the hot tag, Humberto Carrillo coming in and having some success against Kushida, who's really the top-ranked guy in this match. And going into this match, my idea was to have Angel Garza be the guy that I push as, kind of the featured star of this match. But it was Humberto Carrillo that came out and really impressed me the most. And I mean, look, I'm just playing the game. In a way, I'm kind of treating it like a shoot, you know. Humberto was the one that impressed me more and had a better match, so stuff it. You know, he can be the guy. Look at this. Spanish Fly. Beautiful. Another pin. But Cedric Alexander, a decent tag partner for Kushida there, and breaking up a couple pins. Here's Kushida starting to work on the arm of Humberto and a comeback. And he's about to tie up a Kimura lock here. But first a bicycle kick. Now I think he's going to go for the Kimura lock. What does he call it? Space boy lock or something? I forget. Anyway, he doesn't get it here because Angel takes out the referee. So it seemed clear to me that in this match, whilst they worked very well as a team, Humberto's a bit of a good guy and Angel is not a very good guy. He's kind of willing to do whatever it takes, and I don't know, that makes for an interesting dynamic. I'm happy for them to be friends for now. Here's Angel getting some decent offense in on Kushida, and he's setting up his signature move here. It's a running drop kick while Kushida's grounded, but the former Cruiserweight challenger avoids it and goes on here to make a bit of a comeback. Starts working over Angel's arm. Those two tag out. Cedric Alexander having some luck here against Humberto until he doesn't. And back comes Humberto. This is his signature move, the flying kick there. Pretty cool. Is he going to go for the finish? He is. It's arm lock. It's almost a Koji clutch, but he hasn't got the leg included as well. There's Angel taking out Kushida without. Unfortunately, it was before, or was not before the submission was broken. But here's an awesome tag team move. Like I said, these two working really well together. And Angel continuing the success. This is, I think, his finish here on Cedric Alexander, and he gets nearly a 3 count. But if lacking in other areas, he is pretty tough, Cedric Alexander, and he comes back with a signature move of his own there. But the tag's made. Humberto Carrillo gets Cedric in the hold while Angel Garza takes care of Kushida, so he can't interfere, and that's the finish. You see there up the top, 5 stars as Alexander taps out, and a couple replays here. There's that flying kick from Humberto. There's the finish from Angel, the signature move from Alexander, but it was the submission move that won it. Humberto Carrillo, like I said, he was the one that impressed me, so stuff it. I'll kind of pop him ahead of Angel Garza in terms of booking the show moving forward. And a good win for them too. But that brings us to the main event. And the bad guy, John Cena. Yeah, that's right. He's the old school John Cena. He's the rapper, the word life. I don't know. I want to use him because he looks great in the game, but his normal entrance is just so dorky. Like, I can't really do anything with that. So I've given him sort of some weightlifting looking shorts and chucked his logos on it. I reckon he looks pretty good. I actually tried. I was looking at one of the title entrances, and his hat or his hair pops through his hat if you use that entrance. So I'm just word life all the way. There he is, John Cena, and he's taken on Drew McIntyre. Now this is a guy I'm going to be getting behind. This is the guy in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Look at the physique on this Scottish hunk. The kilt, oh my goodness. I'm at a semi already. So up he comes, he's looking like a star. His hair looks a bit odd, but he's not alone there in this game. And when you see these two square off against each other, I mean, look at Cena, he's massive. But Drew McIntyre makes him look like a cruiserweight. Look at the size difference there, it's ridiculous. There's a good head movement there from the two of them, but quickly Drew McIntyre uses that size advantage, pounds Cena to the ground. Not just once. Here he goes again, gut wrench. Oh, the powerbomb, down he goes, and there's a pinfall here. You might notice the Smackdown arena I've got here. It's similar to the previous Smackdown arena, but I made it a bit simpler. I don't really like the big showmanship, although that's a really cool move from Cena, speaking of showmanship, of the current WWE product, but it's, I think it's a good looking stage. I've got kind of a more of a sports look to the ring here, of course with the blue and red corners. I like that. Here's Drew with the counter. He was getting beat down on a bit there by John Cena, but, oh, speaking of beatdowns, here he goes, wailing on John Cena. It's a big main event. I mean, like I said, we're coming off WrestleMania. We're in Oklahoma City. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. I've never been to the United States. I'd love to. I'd love to go to Oklahoma City. I don't know if it'd be my first choice, but, anyone wants to buy me a ticket, chuck it in the comments. Let me know the details. Here's John Cena being a bit of a prick. He bounces Drew out of the ring. He nails him up against the apron there. And he's going to chuck him back into the ring to see if he can make use of this. But might take a bit too long. Because Drew here is about to counter. Look at the technique! Over the top! Into the sunset flip. But, yeah. Oh, what a dodge from John Cena. There was a comeback attempt there from Drew McIntyre. Now he fights Cena off at first, but then Cena counters again, gets him up. Is this an AA? No, back to the showmanship. It's probably not the smartest thing to do from Cena, but I mean, that's just his MO in this game. He's a bit more about, I don't know, being a show-off than he is necessarily winning matches. The skill is there. The technique is there. He could be a top guy, but his own brazenness gets in the way sometimes, though. Here it is working for him. Drew's in trouble after the 5-knuckle shuffle. Picks him up. Is he going to go for the finish? He tries. Oh, look at that. Huge body hook from Drew McIntyre. Just fights him off and pounds him into the corner here. And it's about to send Cena flying. The strength, unbelievable from the Scotsman. And he's setting something special up here. I think it's going to be his comeback. Down Cena goes. Pops back up. Down again. Ducks the clothesline and Drew with the flying one. There's a signature move from Drew McIntyre, the double DDT. No, Cena counters it. See, it shows that he's got the technique, but he's just, sometimes he just gets in his own way. That's another good piece of head movement there from Cena. But once again, his attempt at an attack is countered, and Drew is going to stomp his feet and look real angry and yell a lot and run and smack Cena in the face with his boot. That could be it here. 1, 2, whoa! That That was very close. I suppose if you can say anything about Cena, it is that he's tough. And, whoa, if you can say anything about Drew McIntyre, it's that he's an absolute machine. Look at the strength he's putting on here. Vertical suplex, deadlift, and another pinfall. That could be it now. No, Cena kicks out again. And it looks like Drew's kind of running out of ideas here. He's not really sure what to do. Cena makes the most of it, goes for a powerbomb. Might have been a bit desperate because he doesn't get enough on it. Drew fights him off. And the inverted vertical suplex. Oof. That one looked like it really took the wind out of Cena. Drew's had enough. He's inviting Cena back to his feet. Picks him up. Eventually, come on. Alright, here we go. Huge spine buster. I think Cena's done for now, surely. Referee's down. The count. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins in the main event. The first week of Smackdown in Oklahoma City. We're going to watch a couple replays here. This was impressive from Cena. We can give him that. He did show off a fair bit, and it was a good match. But there's the running kick. I forget what he calls it. Yeah, eventually Drew McIntyre got the job done. What a fantastic match. What a fantastic wrestler. Look at the bloody size of him. This guy's going to go places, I'm telling you. The heavyweight division better look out. The heavyweight champion better look out. That's The Rock, by the way. But, hey, I'll explain more as we go. There's plenty more to come. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good one.